Soulframe is an MMO game developed by Digital Extreme. The game has not been released yet, and today I will be sharing my first impressions on test version, and I will be giving 4 game codes to people comment their opinions about this video. Let's start. Even though the game is labeled as an MMO, there is no character creation and you can only choose your gender. The story is pretty much empty. There are some dialogues, cutscenes and quests here and there, but they are quite limited and not really connected to major storyline, or so it seems. I can see they are intentionally making the story hard to understand with vague details and dialogues along with old English characters talks like Yoda. Current combat is quite limited, feels kind of junky and lacks variety. They should add more variety of combos, weapons and skills. The game is not giving you 3 basic weapons at the start, doesn't help this either. Considering this is a test version of the game, they should have given all available weapon types to the player, or at least they should be easy to get. But they are not. You need to grind to get different type of weapons is very bad and dumb decision choice. Personally, I got bored from starter weapon I chose and wanted to try something different while playing, not get bored, but I couldn't because I had to grind and get their schematics as a loot drop from enemies. I did, then after dropping the schematics I need to grind materials, and after grinding them I need to wait crafting time, which is another dumb and annoying feature. So I ended up getting more and more bored thanks to bad design choices made by the dev, and ended up finishing all the limited content the game has and even doing extra grind just to get new weapons. And since I got bored and finished all content of the game offered to me, I didn't even want to play with new weapons I got. And after trying them less than half an hour, I stopped playing the game. Seriously, this is a test version. They should have given basic types of weapons to the players to let them play and test them, not lock them to one basic weapon for hours and wait for them put all that work just for opening new weapon type. I really don't remember playing any other game forcing me to spend hours just to get different weapon type. It was straight up boring and nonsense as fuck. Heck, at least they could add enough content so grinding gear schematics could be somehow enjoyable, but nah, it's just straight up boring and takes too much time, especially armors. I personally didn't even try to get armors, since they would need a necessary amount of grind in a game with no content at all. Even though it's an MMO, it's not really your classic MMO. It's like Warframe's open world part. You mostly play alone, and like Warframe, you can invite some people to your game, etc. As for I read, it seems even in the full release it will be kind of same. So don't wait for it to be like your everyday MMO. This is still a game made by Warframe developers and it will be similar to their old game. Enemy AI is shitty as fuck. Since I was curious, I messed them up for fun and as you can see, they acted like morons. Even though it's a test version, I was hoping at least basic things be at the average level. But this is just tragic. Aside from enemies, we have bosses and even though they are a bit better, especially thanks to great boss music they have, they still need lots of work. Visually, the game looks interesting and kind of unique, but since this is a test version, there are countless visual bugs making the game look bad. But optimization is not bad, considering some games' full release versions have worse optimization than this game. The open world design wasn't that bad, but it kind of looks like stock asset styled, and it's just empty. I know this is a test version, but having NPCs in the world could have been refreshing. Of course, we have ancestors you can collect and take to your base, but since they are part of your base and not part of your open world, I don't think they can be counted for open world NPCs. Aside from ancestors, we had only one NPC, a bug-like lifeform you can talk, learn stuff, buy and sell some items, or play a board game. Well, his existence is something, but not enough to be honest. Song and music were quite well made. Since this is just a test version, let's skip the pros and cons and talk about verdict. Personally, I think this game is too early even to test. From things I told, you can see the state of the game, so if you are not really passionate about developers or this game, I wouldn't suggest playing and killing your hype. Instead, waiting patiently until full release seems better option.